on an adventure together and explore this beautiful place. It's called Nabana no Sato, and it's in Mie Prefecture in Japan. And you see how nice it is during the day. We're going to explore a flower garden, but it will completely transform in the evening. You'll see. And now we enter the begonia garden. Look at all these amazing giant flowers. It's so colorful, surrounding you from above and all around. Take in the aroma. Imagine having these flowers right above your head, straight in front of you, all the luscious colors and interesting shapes that maybe you've never seen before. And it's not just flowers, we get to enjoy some luscious greenery together. Look at how feathery those leaves are, just little wisps. And here's a little pond with lily pads and a few lilies blooming. And now we've come to a little area with potted plants and tiny, tiny succulents that are so adorable. I want to just take them all home. Look at how cute those are. And these ones have faces. So cute. And now we are feeling very, very small as we see these giant tulips. Just look how tall they are. And you feel yourself starting to warm up to the tips of your fingers from the cold air outside in the luscious warm air of the greenhouse. And just look at those exotic plants growing straight out of the trunk of this palm tree. Never seen anything like it. And my mom is here with us today, and she points out interesting looking plant. Just look at those little droplets blooming. And now we come across a small, relaxing little waterfall. Just enjoying the water rippling as we are surrounded by beautiful begonias. We come across a fallen flower and see where it came from. That's okay because more will bloom in its place. Just look at the countless giant fluffy begonias. Which one's your favorite? And now we see here how tiny the seeds are and what they look like 3 months after sowing, 4 months, 5 months, and 6 months finally blooming. And now we've come to this beautiful pond where a lot of the flowers have fallen and float on. It reminds me of those arcade games ice cream break with seasonal strawberry and cinnamon wafers. Finally, we head outside together to catch the sunset. Just look at how the golden clouds reflect on the lake. It's so beautiful. And there are people in that round object over there enjoying the view from above. On this sign in Japanese, it says that this is Mirror Lake, and I think we'll get to see later how it really does look like a mirror. But for now, let's go get some sustenance before the scene changes into nighttime. Enjoy this hot cup of sweet mulled wine with me as we watch the sun set in the cold, crisp air. And now come with me to wait to watch this beautiful place transform. And now it begins, the light show, and this is only a tiny, tiny bit of what you're about to see. Just look at that sparkly, sparkly waterfall flowing in the distance, creating these trails of light throughout the lake. Alright, let's get moving a little bit so that we can see more of what's going on and keep exploring. And there's that round contraption we saw earlier. It's lit up as well. And now that the sun has really set, you can see how beautifully the lit up trees reflect on the lake. And this part, this beautifully starlit tunnel, is what everyone talks about. And it's crowded, but it feels like just you and me going through it together. Just look at how each individual little light works with all the other lights to sparkle and shine as much as possible. We've made it through the first tunnel, and now we get to enjoy this little light show of Mount Fuji, tallest mountain in Japan. And it looks like they're casting different scenes over it. Let's see what's going to happen next. Oh, there's beautiful light shining at the top of the mountain, and it's transformed into a garden of flowers. And now it looks like it's underwater, with coral and fish and an underwater palace. Looks like this little sign is telling us to head up for the next step in our adventure. And now we pass through the second tunnel, but as you watch, this one actually changes color slowly, as if putting us in a relaxing trance. And now we're out of the tunnel, off to explore more has transformed since earlier, and I really wanted to go up this with you, but we're almost out of time. It's time for you to go to bed. And now they're playing farewell music just for you. And now we're back to the mirror lake, and you really see the trees reflected now. It's time to say goodbye to the lights and sparkles and say hello to your bed and to sleep. And we walk along this flowery, glowy pathway to the bus to head home. And of course you can sleep on the bus, so sleep